These young people and experts and captains of the industries have gathered here to, amongst others, interrogate the challenges, particularly with respect to regulatory, policy and public finance management frameworks, constraining accelerated enterprise development support services that target women and youth.
Women are most marginalized or they are
But often, even best efforts are hindered by some corrupt, self-serving elements in privileged positions.
In our initiatives, for instance, we have engaged the Financial Services Volunteer Corps, which is a United States agency-funded initiative that seeks to help the government of Lesotho, in fighting corruption, creating awareness against corruption. But even in our own initiatives too, we have specific initiatives that target at, looking at the norms and practices that disadvantage women. So we have a holistic approach that actually looks at this particular problem in a way that we just don't have to say it's corruption, but it's also about traditional practices, but it's also about knowledge. So we are, I think, doing what we can.
And this is what this national dialogue is about, bringing both government and the beneficiaries of the services together to communicate about the challenges we're facing so that we have a shared understanding of the challenges and also come up with ideas together of how can we then solve these problems that impede implementations of great things like they were talking about, the National Youth Policy and the Youth Development Bill that's still in the draft form. How do we include these people in it? Because if it's for them, but it is not inclusive in a sense that they did not participate in it, how can it really solve their problems?
participate in parenting.
And as the dialogue gets underway, it gets even clearer that while numerous opportunities exist, not enough is being done to ensure that this information reaches its intended target audience.
Opportunities are there, not just for Lesotho, for the region as well, the SADC region, and you're talking about regional integration, and those are promises that are there. And opportunities that we're saying that we've got preferential treatment in terms of the trade agreements and what can be exported to other nations that we have that they don't have. And we're saying that the opportunities are there, but they're just not properly articulated and translated to the nation, to an average population. You can move into South Africa as well. An average South African does not know what a trade agreement, European Partnership Agreement is, AGOA is, and what it stands for, and what opportunities there are in there for them to take advantage of.
We need to challenge the social structures. We need to challenge the legal frameworks as well. These are the conversations that we are having in these workshops, and the lovely thing is that we are having them as all stakeholders.
Most women are employed in the public sector, and secondary to that in the textile industry, and you find most women, men employed in the private sector. So I think we need to understand what equity means and what equality means in the context of Lesotho. We shouldn't just say we are empowering a certain group of gender.
This national dialogue intends to extend to other key stakeholders occupying positions of influence and strategic decision-making offices in both private and public positions. SABC News, Masego, Lesotho.